let's talk a little bit about mass torts. You want to talk about
Sure.
what kind of cases are you taking? Let's say somebody's watching this right now. What kind of mass tort cases are you taking?
I can tell you, right? I'll explain how. Right, I'll explain how it is. And there's one it seems like every day when you watch TV for more than 5 minutes. Mass tort means it's a lot of people.
Okay.
It's different than a class action. A lot of people understand what class actions are.
Yeah.
So I give them an example with the differences. Class action is basically one of the ones that happened recently was like the tuna fish. All these big manufacturers of tuna fish decided to fix the prices. So one guy figured out that they were doing something. He became a lead plaintiff. Some lawyer sued all of them for price fixing. And then there ended up being a global settlement. So what happens with the class action is the class representative gets a few bucks.
The guy whose name is on the lawsuit.
Correct.
Is the lead
he gets
plaintiff.
a little bit of money, not much. Mm-hmm. Everybody else gets like a coupon or a few dollars because you get these all the time. Do you want to be part of the class action? And usually you're too busy just like, okay, I'll sign this. And if it's not a lot of work, maybe I'll get a check.
Yeah.
But the class actions, all the money goes basically to the attorneys for fees because they're very expensive to try.
Mm-hmm.
That's a class action. The mass torts are different. Mass torts, the commonality is there's a lot of people. However, if you took a drug, like one of the cases we're working on is the, which drug case?
Tylenol? Valsartan?
I'm not using that one. Which is the one? Let's just use talcum powder, like the baby powder.
Okay.
So people used that for years, women, and it's ovarian cancer. But when you file a claim, some people may have died, so their claim is obviously worth more.
You say they died. They died from.
Let's say they died from ovarian cancer after using talcum powder for a long period of time. So their cases could be like the high tier of what the case could be worth. Mm-hmm. Then there's people that took it and they're very, very sick. Mm-hmm. Then there's people that have taken it, used it rather, and they're not that sick. So if there's ever a global settlement, the money would be apportioned based on the person's damages. Not everybody gets the same check, which is the way it should be. If someone's more sick than another, their case should be worth more.
Okay.
But the problem with mass torts, different than, let's say, an auto accident or a workers' comp, is the timeline. These cases go on for years. Mm-hmm. And the one commonality between all the different torts that I found is that somewhere along the line, usually a long time ago, the manufacturers knew that their products were defective or that they caused cancer, but they did not care, like Roundup. Why don't they care? Because they make so much money that one, they'll worry about it down the road. Two, even if they have to pay the piper, it doesn't matter. Roundup is the number one weed killer in the world. Why? Because it works. It kills things. Yeah. Well, it kills weeds, but it kills people too. Well, we don't care about that. And the reason we know that is because they're so dumb that in their internal when we do discovery, in their internal documents, they talk all about this. But they're like, well, we'll just keep selling it.
Yeah, I remember I had